What is going on, guys? I'm sorry that I missed yesterday's video because I filmed a little bit of it, I forgot to film a little bit of it, and then I deleted the last bit of it. So yesterday's video, I decided that the background here looks terrible. I decided I'd cut up a little bit of foam, glue them together, and then cover that so that the background wasn't flat like this. Like, it would work, but it looks very tacky. So, but if this works, I will go back and I will remake a whole background with this method. But I have my doubts. I have a feeling it's just gonna peel itself off. So it may look good for a little bit and then it'll just start falling apart, which means that it's probably not the best idea to do it. If it starts falling apart, and then for some reason something ingests a little bit of silicone, it may cause problems, it may not. But just to be safe, if you do make it with this method of using silicone to stick substrate to the back of or to the back of your enclosure, or foam, or expanding foam, or whatever, just keep an eye on it. So I went to Bunnings and I got a little safety scraper thingy, just so I can remove all of this stuff that I put down the other day. It'll come off super easy. You're just gonna take your time to clean it properly, to prepare it for siliconing down whatever else you're gonna put on there. So let's clean this up, stick that down, and then see what it looks like. So I could see how you'd react, how you'd react to me. So much differently, 'cause I am different to you. Every time that I look back, I see my fortune. Now that is clean, I'm gonna silicone down this bit. Make sure if you do scrape off like this, there will be chunks of silicone everywhere. Make sure before you put any animals in there, or before you go to the next step after completely doing this, make sure just to go around and clean up all the loose stuff lying around. This stuff looks pretty funny now. The problem that I'm having with this is that this is from a while ago, so it's quite dusty. This is all the stuff from the bottom of the bucket that was left over, so it's very fine. There's no real thick stuff, so that's why I'm having so many problems with the texture and stuff like that in this. It's not too bad on this piece. It doesn't look too bad, but I'm probably gonna redo it eventually. So yeah, we'll stick this down, we'll clean up the bottom down there a bit, stick the other bit down, and we'll see how it looks. So now that I've got that down, just give it a bit of a wiggle to squish it all around, and that should spread it out a little bit. But now that I've got that done, I'm just going to fill this bit here up with silicone, just so nothing can get stuck down the side there, and maybe just put a dab of it here. But probably not too much up here, because then it'll start interacting with the lid.
Doubted all that I could do, knowing what I need to do. All I can say, the word is thank you. I think it's what you need to push away from the shore, amongst the waves, exactly where I wanna be. I am where I wanna be. Remember the start, when my future needed clarity. Yes, I needed clarity, so I could see how you'd react, how you'd react to me. So much differently, 'cause I am different to you.
Again, I've just cleaned the surface off, and then I'm gonna silicone down the other bit.
Over and out.
And then just repeat the same step of dropping down the silicone and pushing on your substrate.
How you'd react to me. So much differently.
Unfortunately, I ran out of silicone because I wasted a bunch of it the other day, and I squeezed a bunch of it out all over the bench. So I'm gonna need another tube of silicone to finish this. We're gonna leave this for a little bit, and with the power of YouTube, I'm gonna skip forward a little bit, and we'll see whether or not this looks okay. It's okay if it doesn't stick too well, because I'm gonna need to come back and finish it off, so I'm gonna use another tube of silicone. So if it doesn't stick, any places that are a little bit patchy, I can fix up when I do that. All right, let's go. So it's super dark now because it's nighttime. So I got the floodlights on, just so we can have a look at it quickly. That's it there. We'll stand it up, give it a quick brush. I'm not gonna completely brush it off because it's not super set yet, so I don't want to be pulling off all of the silicone. So yeah, let's stand this thing up and see what it looks like. Honestly, this thing's not looking that bad. There is a few gaps in it, which is a bit of a bummer, but like I said, I need to get more silicone anyway. I'm gonna be able to patch up these spaces later, hopefully. That's not too bad. I guess I can paint the back of it just to hide a few of the patches that you can see through. But yeah, it's coming along alright. I think we're doing okay. So yeah, that is the foam. You can see there, it sticks out a little bit, so it just gives it that little bit more depth, and it makes it look a tiny bit better than just the flat bit. Obviously, these are the fake rocks here. The water feature is going to trickle down here, pull up in there, and then drop down into here. And then the idea is that I want to make a little stream to the front here, and the pond will come, so there'll be water at the front here and about there. It'll come around and into the back here, and the pump will be back here somewhere, and that will pump water up here, which is siliconed up there, and back up here. It's not going to be a ton of water, but I'm hoping that it's going to be enough water to make it look kind of, I don't know, good. Like, I don't want it to just be a tiny bit of water, but I don't want it to be too much water. So yeah, hopefully we can make it work. Alright guys, take it easy, stay awesome, and remember, you can't fail if you try. And sorry about that thing on my teeth before. I didn't realize that it was there, because I just had dinner. Alright, see ya!